Good evening from the Eagle Eye Network. My name is Kian Mullen. I'm accompanied by Colin Edwards, Luke Ayling, and Andrew Golderer. Today we're broadcasting the Archbishop Ryan Commonwealth Egan hockey team versus the Ridley Harrington hockey team. And today we have a pretty good match here set up for Commonwealth Egan. Egan being in fourth place, 7-3. Ridley Harrington being in last place, 0-9. So, Colin, with a game like this set out today, Ridley Harrington coming off of a loss to Council Rock North 5-2, which Ryan Egan have beaten 12-2. How do you think the outcome of this game will be?
I think it's going to be a straight belt, to be honest with you. I don't think, I don't even know this team's name, but I don't think they stand a chance.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a learning game here for both teams. See how Common Legan can pace themselves and see how, Ridley Harrington can keep it in there.
All right, first period on the underway here. And Connor Bryson trying to make a move into the zone. What's the team's name again?
Ridley Harrington.
Ridley Harrington zone. I'm just going to say Ridley. All right, Egan finding themselves in their own zone now. Connor going after the puck on the left side now, coming up. Tries to hit Tyler Sheeran over in stride in the middle, and he does. Hits off the stick, goes back to Connor Bryson. Connor tries to stuff it in, wasn't able to. Ridley recovers the puck behind their own net. Uh-oh. Recovered by number 12 to number 11. Picked off by Sean Schubert. Shot on net low. Blocked back to Logan. Logan tries to get a shot on net. Blocked by Ridley's 18. Uh, Ridley now, number 20 up to number 11. 11 just decides to dump it and look for a line change, and he does get there. Recovered by 44, Blake Martinez in the Egan zone. Now passes it back to Gavin, who shoots it up the boards to Gavin Barnes. And is recovered by Ridley, number 18. 18 to 71, who tries to make a dirty dangle. Can't get there. Loses the puck back to Sean Schubert. Puts it in his own zone. Tries to go back to Blake Martinez. Couldn't find him. Now it's brought back over the middle to number 18. 18 gets a nice shot on goal, but it was a good save by, I think, Liam Schickling, who's in net. And Egan's struggling to get it out of their own zone here for a breakout. And just as I say that, they do. And Connor brings it up the middle, over the middle, back to Tyler Sheeran, who puts it wide. Logan or Connor Bryson fighting for a spot back in the middle to Gavin Barnes, 33, in front of the net, who wasn't able to put it there. There's a whistle. The net was off. That will result in a face-off in the right bottom right corner with 15:15 left in the first period.
Yeah, good aggressive attack there from Ridley, and but Egan stood in there and got a fast break, and they got a couple shot opportunities.
All right. Egan now trying to recover in their own in the Ridley zone here. And now it's just a little battle in neutral ice, but Gavin Barnes or Matt Sheridan able to get the puck back into the Ridley zone. Gavin Barnes back to Matt Sheridan behind the net. Back to Gavin Barnes. Gavin Barnes looking for something to do. Back to Matt Sheridan. Matt Sheridan looks for a play in front of the net. Wasn't there. Broken up by number 78 on Ridley. 78 tries to get a neutral zone pass to 16. Goes a little far and ends up on the stick of Gavin Miller. Gavin Miller just decides to turn around and rim it. Unable to. 16 gets a good shot on net after he intercepted the puck off the left side of the boards. Now, coming up the ice is Lawson Pierce. Lawson makes a great move. 2-on-1, takes a shot. Good save by the goalie. Tries to get his own rebound. Doesn't. He's got the puck behind the net now again. And he gets tangled up in his feet and he loses it. Really recovers. 78 to 16. 16 looking to just dump it with a backhand pass into the Egan zone. Recovered by 52, Von Krieger. Von moves it up to Gavin Miller. Gavin Miller makes a good move and it's tripped up. Hand goes up right away, and that's a penalty. And we'll have a power play for Egan Ryan.
I mean, still early on this game with only 0-0, 13:52 left to go. Usually you would think you would see an Egan Ryan goal by now. Do you think Egan is playing down to their level, or do you think it's just taking a minute to get warm?
I think they're just coming in with the expectation that this team has a negative 78 differential and they're 0-9. They need to pick up the pace and they need to say, hey, let's play aggressive. This is also a good hockey team as well, and they need to score and get better opportunities.
It's looking like Egan is mostly having control of this game. I know it's still early, but Egan's defense is really stepping up so far. I think they have a chance of winning big here.
All right, and Egan's on the power play. McKenzie bringing it up the right side of the board now, loses the puck, but is able to regain it alongside the boards, fighting with number 19 on the side of the boards, and it's passed back up to 11. Danny Sider, who makes a good play, was unable to find the net. Danny gets the puck again, moving along the right side of the boards in a corner battle now, and he's trying to come out with it. McKenzie makes a good play, goes back up to the defense, 52. Von Krieger with a shot. McKenzie tries to stuff it back in after the rebound, not able to get there. Vaughn with another shot low, deflected off 24. Joey McGee back to Joe Martinez at the top of the key, who takes a fucking who takes a good slap shot. Sorry about that one, folks. Um, Another penalty. Oh. A penalty on 24 for hooking Joey McGee. And now it will be a 4-on-4 for 52 seconds. Really making a good pass and shoot. Unable to get it into the net. Recovered into the corner. Now it was a corner battle. Oh, and another tripping, but unable to get the call. And Tyler Sheeran shoots it wide over the net, and it rings back around to uh, who's that? Schubert, Sean Schubert, who passes it back to Martinez, back to Logan. Logan trying to look for something in his own zone, takes it back in the Egan zone, backpedaling, just gives it up to Tyler. Tyler with speed now, going over the middle, takes it wide and is able to goes around the net, tries to pass it to Logan in front. Well, nothing was there. Sean Schubert just decides to play in his own zone, recovered by Ridley, number 18, who decides to take it himself and makes a good move, but is unable to get there. And Logan recovers in his own zone. It's a 2-on-2 in front of the net now, and Logan shoots it. Rebound. Logan has it on his stick again, tries to put it through the skates of 71, is unable to get there. Ridley recovers number 16 right before Tyler is there to break it up. Puck's loose. Now number 16 from Ridley just takes it into the Egan zone, just gets it back up to the defenseman. It's back in the corner now, back on his stick, and number 16 tries to center it, but it's caught up by Liam in goal. All right. Face off in Egan Ryan zone now. Recovered by Ridley, number 16, who passes it back up to 18. 18 tries to get it over to 17 for a one-timer in goal. It slips off his stick. Gavin Miller just takes a rip at it and gets it out of the zone. And Connor Bryson able to chase it down behind the Ridley net. Now he's battling with himself, and he loses that corner battle to number 18 on Ridley, Sebastian Harrington, who's the captain of this team. And he just decides to put it deep into the zone. 71 recovers, just decides to put it deep again. 77, Gavin Miller just decides to rim it out, and it goes all the way down, but no icing call. Matt Sheridan able to recover the puck for Egan Ryan, who passes it back up to Connor. Connor makes a good move, but he's hit, and he's still battling with the puck here, and it's recovered by Ridley, number 76, but it's off his skate. It's off his skate into the hands of Matt Sheridan, who then gives it up to 71. 71 gives it up to Gavin Miller, and Gavin Miller's unable to get there. And now 11 has a shot on net, and it goes just wide. He tries to center it again, but he's unable to center it. And now in the neutral zone playing with the puck is 78, who's just able to jam it back, trying to get into the zone, but it doesn't go all the way. 71 still trying to get that puck into the zone, and 78 now back to 71. 71 in the corner. 71 cycles, unable to cycle it, and Gavin Miller recovers, and he rips it up the board. Unfortunately, recovered by Ridley. Ridley now looking to do something with it. And Ridley, number 18, shot in front of the net, wide. Ridley tries to recover the puck on the boards, takes a hit. 71 still able to recover it as the puck bounces backward. And now Connor Bryson has a good shot on net after recovering the puck and taking it all the way down. Connor Bryson gives the puck back up to 78, who gives it back over to 71. 71 just flips it in the zone. Ref's arms in the air. And that would be an icing.
With a few nice saves here, but I mean, Egan's not really putting up competent shots. I feel like if Egan wants to get some points on the board, they gotta start taking more powerful shots and put them in the corners where it matters.
I've also noticed a really defensive game here so far this first period. I think this could be a really rough games on both sides of the offense.
And Ridley's now taking the puck up on a 3-on-2 with a good step-up play by Martinez, who's able to break it up. That's Sean Schubert now with the play. Back to McKenzie. McKenzie and McKenzie, that was a goal. Number 52, Von Krieger, was given the puck by Mackenzie Martinez, and that was a good 2-on-1 goal.
Yeah, very good goal there for Egan Ryan. I think they need to keep up this pressure the whole game. They need to get good fast break opportunities and just pass this out to the teammate on the other side for the quick, easy wrister goal. I think if they do that all game, we might be able to leave this one early.
And it's 1-0 here at Northeast Skate Zone as the puck drops again. Von Krieger dumps it in. Recovered by McKenzie, who tries to get it to Von again. Krieger behind the opposing net. Goes back up to the top to Martinez. Martinez just decides to play it back to Krieger. Krieger loses the puck and really tries to get it back and recovered by Martinez. Martinez with a shot on net. Blocked. Krieger now with the puck in his own zone looking for a good play to start up, and he just gives it away in the neutral zone to 12. Right before 12 tries to make a good move, and he can't. And Martinez gets the puck back before giving it up right again to 71, who's trying to make a move on the left side going into the Egan zone. And he puts it over the middle, but it is stolen by Liam. And now he is the puck covered. We'll have a face-off upcoming.
A lot of great shots taken by both teams.
Yeah, like
Face off
Andrew
in the Egan zone now, won by Ridley, and Ridley puts it into the zone, back up to the top of the key, or top of the circle. Sorry, excuse me, and recovered by Tyler Sheeran, who's breaking left now with Connor Bryson behind. Oh, and that's a goal shot by Logan Parate. I thought he was looking for Connor Bryson, but he drops it back to Logan Parate, who's just at the top of the circle, and Logan's able to go bar down from the middle of the circle to make it 2-0.
Logan Parade with a sniper level of a goal there. Just caught it right in transition and just let the puck fling off his stick. Great goal there by Logan.
Recovered by Logan again now, looking over the middle to Connor Bryson, who gets it on his stick. He tries to look for Tyler, but it's on. Oh, and a stick just hit the roof. Connor Bryson able to make the play. Oh my goodness. Somebody's stick just went flying and poked a hole in the roof. I have no idea how that happened, but he did not have two hands on that stick. I've never seen that before. It's so high. All right, well, the Candy Cane's tape job stick went flying into the air. We have a face-off in the Ridley zone now. Gavin Barn wins it back to Boston Pierce, who loses the puck to Ridley. Ridley 71 trying to make a play, and Ridley, I think, is offsides, and it will be a face-off at the left circle. .704 remaining in the first period here. 2-0 Egan Ryan. Oh, face-off won by Ridley as Gavin Miller takes a good fall into the boards. There's still a fight in the front of the net, but Gavin Miller gets back up and tries to get it out. Stopped by number 11. And now we have a penalty coming up here, I think. A ref's hands in the air. I don't think there was an offside call.
Looks like a penalty on Gavin Miller. Might be a roughing call. Looks like he got back at the player that sent him to the board. So Ridley will go up on a power play against Egan.
Yeah, 77 Gavin Miller with the penalty. I think it was 2 minutes for roughing, if I saw the hand signals correctly. And now we have a 4-on-5 in the Egan Ryan zone coming up here in a minute. Face-off one back to Ridley, who goes D to D, 71 with a shot on net and a good save. Behind the net now, battling is Martinez. Martinez trying to come out with the puck, is unable to. They go back up to the top. 18 with a shot and a good block by Joey McGee, Matt Sheridan, excuse me. And now that block ends up on Blake Martinez's stick, who tries to get it in front of the net. And is unable to get a shot off as the stick was being held. Martinez in a 4-on-5 situation, still dangling with the puck in his own zone, who just dumps it. Now recovering in his own zone, number 44 from Ridley. Oh, that's our team. Sorry, excuse me. Anyway, going up into the Egan Ryan zone now, Ridley number 18, who just loses the puck and Blake Martinez tries to get it back on his stick, and he's battling with 18, and he does get it back on his stick, and he just decides to ice it. Matt Sheridan trying to make a play on the puck, and he gets there first, surprisingly. Now he's battling in the corner with it. 55 seconds left on the penalty, and it is stolen by Ridley number 71, who's looking up the ice, skating on the right side. Makes a great move around Blake Martinez, but he's unable to get it on his stick for a good shot, forcing it into the hands of Sean Schubert, who just decides to get it out. And he ices it again. It goes all the way. 2 players now going around the net. The captain, 71 or 78, going down with 71. When he gives it up to 16, 16 with a good shot on net, and he scores. 16 with a wrister from the top of the left hash, and it just finds a corner in the top of the net.
Was really hoping Egan would keep this one with them in favor of the game. Was hoping Egan to just get 8 more and he could wrap this one up. Unfortunately, Ridley got themselves one there, but I have no doubt that Egan will bounce back from this.
Pearson, the offense starting to pick up as the period goes on. I think it'll get even better as the game goes on in general.
Face off recovered by Egan, who goes into their own zone and tries to get it out, but 18 Ridley keeps it in. Now it's in the bottom right corner. Logan Parate with a good battle to try and get it out. Passes it back to Martinez. Martinez just decides to get it up, but 17 keeps it in. Gets a deep tip in front of the net by 78, but it's unable to go in. And they try to get it out, which they do. 18 now trying to wait for his team to get out of the zone before he just puts it back in. But it goes off of Martinez's shin pad and gives 78 a good chance on net, but he can't get his puck on the stick. It goes deep, and it's recovered by Logan. Logan now, or Schubert, sorry. Schubert making a good move. Schubert with the shot, and it's off the stick of 17, and it goes high and into the net, and it is out of play.
Yeah, Ridley is holding on strong against this powerful common league team. They're getting the puck down the ice and they're getting shots on that. That's all that matters. That's all you need to score and be into this game.
face-off upcoming here in the Ridley zone. Tyler Sheeran wins it back to Gavin Miller. Gavin takes a slap shot over the net. Logan looking to recover for his team. And he tries to get it out. Back to Lawson. Lawson shot save. A good pass up. Oops. Not Lawson Pierce. Excuse me. Jackson St. John with the shot. Still saved. But it was a pass from Logan to Jackson to try and create some space. And, Jackson went for the high shot instead of shooting low to try and get a rebound. Tyler loses the face-off, and Ridley is able to just punch it up the ice, but Gavin Miller recovers it. Gavin looking for Connor Bryson, and he gets the pass there before handing it off to Tyler Sheeran, who's a shot in the middle of the net, and he misses wide. Tyler with the rebound, his own rebound. Wasn't able to go. Logan tries to put another rebound in, unable to go. Ridley, number 18, recovers, tries to get it to 16 off his stick, recovered by St. John, who's just able to poke it back to 16, who gives it to number 11 on the left side going in. Tries to pass it over the middle of the net, but nobody is there. Logan now one-on-one with somebody, and he's tripped up, no call. And 86 Connor Bryson trying to make a move, unable to get there. And now Tyler Sheeran is in the neutral zone looking for a play to develop for Egan Ryan here as he's just kind of dangling around and moving backwards. There's only 3 minutes left to play here. Tyler's still dangling, is able to get it through the neutral zone and tries to behind the back pass to just gives it up to 16. 16 tries to get it to 71, but it's going to go all the way for an icing and it's going to bring it right back here into the Ridley zone.
Yeah, very competitive game here in the neutral zone for both teams. They're fighting for the puck. They're trying to get down the ice, but they're not getting very quality shots off. Very defensive battle here in this one.
Face-off won by Ridley. Ridley just decides to take it off the boards. 78 recovers it, tries to get it out. Is unable to get it out. Now he gets it out. And number Boston Pierce tries to recover it. He gives it back to Gavin Barnes, who's just puts it over the middle, but unable to find anybody's stick. Recovered by 17 on Ridley, who just gives it up to 20, who gives it up to 76. 76 now just decides to dump it with no other option left. Recovered by Lawson Pearson in the corner. Lawson tries to get it back up for a breakout pass, is able to get it out of the zone before it's put back in by 78, and that will go off of a Ridley body, which will cause it to be offsides. We'll have a face-off at the left dot. Excuse me, face-off was moved to center ice. Gavin Barnes unable to win that one. Has 44 from Ridley. Got his stick caught up, just tries to go off the boards. Doesn't work, unfortunately. Now Martinez gives it back to Lawson, who gives it back to Schubert, who gives it back to Lawson, but Lawson's unable to get there. Now number 80 tries to dump in the Egan zone. It goes back to Lawson, who just tries to get it out, but it hits a glove on the bench of Egan Ryan, and that will be a face-off in the zone of Egan Ryan.
Physical game so far this first period. I think it's a really competitive game throughout. I think whoever team works, I think is going to win this game.
Minute 51 remaining here in the first period as Ridley recovers the puck in their own zone before it is recovered by Gavin Barnes, who makes a great move in front of the net, tries to get his own rebound to stick in there, but was unable to get it to go. And now it's going all the way down with Blake Martinez and 71 Ridley. Blake makes a good move. Martinez still dangling with the puck, gives it up on the boards to 12, who puts it in the corner to 18, back to 12. It's a good shot and a great save by Liam, who just stuck his pad out there. And now, back in their own zone is Ridley trying to recover the puck before it's stolen by Sheridan. Sheridan with a good move in front of the net with a good glove save by the assistant captain on Ridley, who's the goalie. Gavin Barnes now in the corner battle in the Ridley zone, recovered by Matt Sheridan, who just puts it back up the boards to Danny Schneider, who's just puts it back into the zone, but not strongly. and is picked up by 71, who goes to 16. 16 across the ice looking for a pass, intercepted by Blake, who skates it back up the neutral zone. A hard shot off the goalie's mask. It just goes out of play. We have a face-off in the Ridley zone.
Yeah, you can see the Egan Ryan defenseman here taking some deep shots, just seeing if they can sneak it by the goalie without getting in there and having a wrist battle. They're trying to take these hard slap shots and catch the goalie off guard.
Face-off, won by, well, it wasn't really won by anybody. It was kind of just a fight, and McKenna was able to get a stick on it, but goalie recovers. We have another face-off in the same spot where we just were. The left circle of the Ridley zone. Now Ridley definitely wins this one. Back to 18. 18 tries to get it to 80, who gives it back up to 78. 78 makes a good move going up the right side. Two's in front of the net, unable to find him. She goes behind the net to two. Two's unable to catch that one on his hands. Now Joey McGee with a shot on net. He's hit pretty hard, but he gets back up. A save. Now Ridley 44. It's a 3-on-2. Ridley number 44 makes a good move to the left hash. Now he's poked away by Gavin Miller. Poked away again by Gavin Miller. Now Sean Schubert just decides to put it on net with, and that's the end of the period. It was a good last ditch effort shot, but it was unable to go.
All right, fellas, end of the period 2-1 Egan. Not really the end of the period that we were expecting. I feel like we expected a few more goals out of Egan Ryan here. What are your thoughts on this game so far?
Yeah, I think it's a defensive battle, and it's going to be a defensive battle all throughout. You'd see Egan Ryan, like I mentioned, taking some deep shots instead of having a wrister battle in the net. They know this goalie's good with his pads and good with his gloves. They tried to take some backhand, like a backhand attempt there from Matt Sheridan, and it just couldn't go. This goalie's stuffing it, everything close, and they're going to take. I think they're going to take an approach into the second period with some deeper shots.
Ridley seemed to be winning a lot of faceoffs, but also Egan Ryan also seemed to be having control of the puck a lot. So I still think this game's go either ways. I think both defense are playing pretty well. I also think both offense are playing pretty well. So it's still early to see who's going to win this game. So I think it's still going to be really competitive.
A new goalie here for Egan Ryan, or I don't know if there's a new goalie, but Jason Pulaski is in net for this game.
Face off, one back into the Ridley zone. Goalies switch sides now. So Martinez tries to put it back in the Ridley zone before it's recovered by 78, who's taking it up the right side of the ice now. Trying to make a good move to the outside. A shot on net with a good blocker save by the keeper. And was hit hard by Connor Bryson. Now in the neutral zone, Logan tries to make a play on it, unable to get there, but Tyler Sheeran has his back. Tyler Sheeran up the left side, looking back to Logan. Gets a good shot on net, but it's blocked by a stick in the lane. Now Tyler taking it up the top of the circles, tries to cycle it, unable to get everything on that cycle, which leads to a weak cycle. And now it's back to 78. He makes a good move over the neutral zone, just out of his reach again, though. And now back to 44, sorry. Now Logan back to number 18, no, 19, excuse me, Brooke Robinson. And the play is whistled dead as the puck was just floating towards the net, and he steps, or he covers it up. Face off, won by Ridley. Gavin Barnes tries to make a good play on it. Shot by 78 of Ridley. It is a good glove save by 33 on Egan Ryan. Jason Poliski. Face-off one back to Jackson St. John, who just tries to put it around the boards to Lawson Pierce, who gets it to Gavin Miller. Gavin Miller gives the puck up to 78 of Ridley, who just puts it back into the Egan zone. Miller in the corner now, behind the net, recovered by number 80, Ridley, who then gives the puck up to St. John. He's chugging up the ice now. Takes the captain to the outside, and the captain 78 lays a good hit on St. John. St. John now trying to get back up and gives it to Gavin Barnes. Gavin Barnes looks at the top of the circle to Sheridan. Sheridan with a shot off of a shin pad. Now St. John looking to make a play with the puck now over center ice. St. John with the shot, and another good save by the Ridley goalie here. Now the puck's in the corner, recovered by Ridley 78, who tries to get it over the middle, is unable to. And now Gavin Miller has the puck in his own zone, skating backwards, looking for a play. Sauce pass off the boards to Gavin Miller, or Gavin Barnes, excuse me. Gavin Barnes unable to get the puck to move forward because it's recovered by 78. A shot on goal from 71, but he whiffed. Gavin Barnes back to Lawson Pierce. Lawson Pierce cutting towards the net, shoots, and it's a save. Another good save by this Ridley goalie.
Yeah, this is a very competitive matchup here. Ridley and Egan going at it. Like I said, very defensive battle. I think Egan needs to get in the zone, get more shots that are just higher percentage shots, and just really have quality time with the puck and do quality things when you have it.
Puck recovered by Egan now. Blake Martinez just puts it back into the Ridley zone. Now Joey McGee or Von Krieger, sorry, tries to get it back to Martinez. Martinez gets it back up to McKenzie. McKenzie just tries to put it deep again. Puts it deep now, and McKenzie battling for the puck again. Puck bounces out in front of the net to 24, Joey McGee, who's unable to put it home, and is covered by Ellis Moose of Ridley, who's the goalie. Blake Martinez, after a faceoff win, with a good shot on net, just wide. McKenzie now tries to get it, and Martinez with a shot on net. McKenzie unable to find the rebound beneath her feet. Now 11. Danny Schneider trying to make a good play on it, unable to, and it's recovered by 44's or Ridley's 44, who dumps it back into the zone. Now skating over the middle of the ice is number 11, who's unable to do anything with the puck there. Tries to get a backhand pass, finds the stick of Danny Snyder, who takes it off the right side with speed now, takes it behind the net, looking for somebody in front, makes a good move, still dancing with the puck behind the Ridley net, still dancing with the puck. Now he's in the corner, gives it up to Von Krieger, who tries to find McKenzie in the middle, but it's picked off by 78. 78, who's had a lot of time with the puck on his stick. 71 makes a move now. 71 looks for a centering pass, and nobody was able to there to collect it. A shot from the point, and blocked by Martinez. Tries to get it to Krieger. Krieger unable to do anything with it. Krieger blocks that pass. McKenzie takes a shot. It's blocked. It's put into the corner. 44 now for Ridley, trying to take it up. Just goes off the boards. Tries to get it to 71. Takes it himself instead. 44 gets poke checked, and now Logan is in the zone, goes behind the net. Logan still dancing with the puck, tries to find Connor Bryson in front of the net. Connor Bryson just decides to take it back out. Connor tries to find Logan in front of the net with a pass, unable to get there as it goes wide. 44 now just trying to get it out of the Ridley zone, recovered by Tyler. Tyler takes a shot just wide of the net, top right. Recovered by 71 now. 71 making a move. 71 with a backhand pass to 16. 16 waiting at the top of the blue line now. It takes a weak shot on net. Goes wide left. Recovered by Connor Bryson in the corner. Connor Bryson just dishes it back to Sean Schubert, who meets up with 16 along the boards, and Sean wins that battle before getting it up to 78, who gives it back to 16. 16 loses it. Tyler Sheeran tries to pass it to Logan, goes wide, and just ends up back on the stick of the Ridley player, who then gives it up to St. John. St. John goes over the middle to Logan. Logan unable to do anything with it. Logan now takes the puck back, but he was offside as Tyler didn't exit the zone in time. 11 minutes and 26 seconds here remaining in the second period. 2-1 Egan Ryan over Ridley. Face-off won by Ridley. They take it back into their own zone. 17 now on the boards. And he's hit by Connor Bryson. He's not able to get it too far. Gets it to number 2. Number 2 tries to make a good move, but Tyler recovers the puck. Tyler now with the shot on nets. Blocked by Ellis, who's able to make the save. Now another backhand shot by Tyler. Another save by Ellis. It's in the corner now. And they just send it all the way down. And that will be an icing. Face off recovered by Ridley, number 2. Backhand pass it over the center, and there's a big collision. The puck's recovered by Logan, who gives it back to Blake. Blake goes behind his own net to look for some moves. Blake with a pass all the way up to Connor Bryson. Connor Bryson moves it to Tyler Sheeran now. Tyler Sheeran enters the zone. Tyler Sheeran with a shot on net. Wide. Connor Bryson able to get the rebound, and Connor Bryson again still trying to dangle with it, and he's tripped up, and that's a penalty. He was tripped up at the top of the zone, falls right over, and now Egan Ryan will have a power play with 10:17 left in the second period.
Yeah, Egan really needs to capitalize on this power play here. They haven't been getting many good opportunities. They got to spread out and get ready, move the puck around, and get good shots on the net.
Face off, not really sure who won it yet, but it ends up in the stick of 44 Ridley, who tries to get it to the boards. Number out now, 18 and 16 battling for it, and they are able to get it out, but it's quickly recovered by Danny Schneider, who gets it over the middle to Matt Sheridan. Matt Sheridan enters the zone now on the right side, looking for something in the middle, tries something in the middle, walks. Now back up to Danny Schneider, who is unable to get a good stick on it, but is recovered by Sean Schubert. Sean now over the middle to Lawson Pierce. Lawson Pierce now trying to make a good move. Unable to. Ref is in the way. He loses the puck. Ridley now trying to get it out, but Sean Schubert is there. Sean making a good move. Gets poked out. So now Sean enters his own zone. A good pass over the middle to Gavin Barnes. Gavin Barnes with a backhand pass in front of the net to Lawson. Wide. Lawson just puts it back into his own zone. Now Matt Sheridan looking for a corner battle with Gavin Barnes. Sheridan gets the puck. Sheridan in the corner. Back up to Danny Schneider. Danny Schneider to Sheridan. Sheridan at the top of the circle. Back to Danny, who's unable to keep it into the zone. Danny just gives it back to Sean, who gives it to Matt. Matt looking for a good dangle. Matt on the left side now enters the zone, gets hit pretty hard. Puck is now on the other side of the ice with Gavin Miller. Gavin feeds it to Gavin Barnes in center with a shot saved. Ridley trying to recover the puck here. And Sean Schubert with a good recovery with a good one-timer by Gavin Barnes, but is blocked by 44 Ridley. Now with the puck is Sheridan, who gets it back to Schubert. Schubert with a shot on net off the pads of Ellis, who's then able to put a glove on it. No, I don't think so.
Great defensive outing this game, and I really think that's going to be a huge factor. So,
8:22 left in the period. 3 seconds left on the power play. Gavin Miller with a shot off the glove. Nobody was there for the rebound to put it in. Now it's full strength is Ridley coming up, number 11, who gets a good move on net. Backhand to 80 in front of the net, but the puck was in the air and he wasn't able to get a good stick on it. 78 now at the top of the key. Shoots, passes to 11, who's unable to get the backhand into the net. Now Gavin Miller with a good play to get it back to Connor Bryson. Connor just rings it around, looking for Logan on the side of the boards. Logan gets there, puts it to St. John. St. John able to get it out, puts it on Connor Bryson's stick. Connor Bryson now looking to give it back to St. John and goes wide. Now Logan with a huge hit in the corner. A huge hit in the corner. And it was a legal hit. Now 78 trying to do some dirty dangles. Gets poke checked. Now 86 Connor Bryson bringing it up the left side. Connor tries to get a shot on net, but I think he hacked somebody, and I don't know if they're going to get him for that. And they won't. They didn't see it.
Breakaways here by both teams. They're both getting good opportunities, and I thought we were going to see a goal there, but no goal with 7 minutes 23 seconds to go in the second period.
Left dot face off in the or right dot face off in the Ridley zone now. As the refs seem to be talking something up. Nothing happening though. Face off one back to Gavin Miller, who just decides to play it safe and dump it back into the zone. Now Logan playing around with it, just decides to cycle it, but nobody's there. And now Ridley tries to get it out the zone the other way, but Gavin steps up. Gavin steps up. He's unable to get a clean put back, and that results in St. John recovering it in Egan Ryan's zone, getting it up to Connor Bryson, who's unable to put it into the zone now, but it is stolen by Tyler Sheeran, who puts it back to Logan Parade. Logan Parade with a shot off the helmet here, and now skating backward from the Ridley zone is 16 with the puck on his stick. Tries to go with a behind the back pass to his captain, unable to get there. Now recovered by Logan. Logan waiting. Logan with a good move. Logan now skating up the right side of the ice, gets by two defenders, puts it on the stick of Connor. Connor with the shot, deflected off somebody, goes into the corner with Gavin Miller. Gavin with another shot on net, misses high and wide. Now Ridley tries to get it out of the zone. Good keep by St. John. Now Logan with a good battle, unable to get there, and Ridley just gets it out of there. Recovered by uh, Miller in his own zone, who just flops a backhander, and ends up right on Bryson's stick, who drop passes it to Tyler. Tyler with a good shot, with a good save, though. And now St. John just decides to put it back into the zone to Connor Bryson. Connor now looking for a backhand pass to Sheeran. Sheeran unable to get there. Sheeran still now battling behind the net with it in the corner. Back to Bryson. Bryson with a shot on net off the blocker of Ellis, and it goes out of play. That will be a face-off inside the Ridley zone with 5:34 left to play in the second period. Face-off, now one back to Danny Schneider. Danny's hit pretty hard and recovers the puck as 78. It's a 2-on-1. 78 to 80. 80 with the shot wide. Danny Schneider recovers it again. Back to St. John. St. John looks to get it out, but he's unable to. But it falls back on the stick of Blake Martinez, who tries to take it up center ice now. He takes it on the left side into the Ridley zone. He takes a shot on that, and it is saved.
Very aggressive battle here by both teams. They're keeping it going. Still no goal to be seen in the second period, but I think we're going to see one very soon, maybe before it even hits the 2-minute warning.
Puck seems to have disappeared in Ellis's gear as they're trying to find it now. Still unable to find this puck. They're still unable to find the puck in his gear. It's somewhere in there. There we go. They found the puck. Face off coming on the right side of the Ridley zone. One back to Blake Martinez. Blake Martinez gives it up to 80. 80 now puts a back into their Egan Ryan zone. Recovered by 17 of Ridley, who tries to put it in front of the net for a centering pass, unable to get there. Now 78, looking for a shot on net, shoots wide. 80 tries to recover the puck, but it's recovered by Martinez. Martinez now skating through the center of the ice, gets tripped up. Puck's put back into the Egan Ryan zone. Danny Schneider tries to get it out, unable to. And now the puck ends up back on Danny Schneider's stick, who's being held up. St. John just decides to take it. Or Krieger, or Pierce, excuse me. Pierce tries to get it out to Sheridan and is able to. Sheridan taking it up the left side now. Shot on net, bounced out of Ellis's glove. Gavin Barnes trying to make a play on it now. Ridley just decides to ice it. We have face off with 4 or 5 left in the Ridley zone. 2-1, Egan Ryan.
Yeah, Colin, like I said, it's a pretty standstill battle here. What do you think needs to happen? Does a hit need to happen or a goal need to happen to shift this momentum in one of the team's favors?
I think teams need to have a good possession where they get, 3 shots on goal, but not just any shots on goal. They need to be meaningful shots. They need to be hard shots. They need to be shots that aren't just floated around the net from the top of the hash. Face off now won by Ridley, who takes it into the Egan zone. 16 now battling with McKenzie. McKenzie wins that battle in the corner to Pierce. Pierce puts it up the boards to 24, Joey McGee. Ridley recovers the pucks. Now McKenzie trying to steals it from 78, unable to steal it from 78. Ridley gets it back to St. John. St. John recovers it, tries to put it in his own zone, unable to. Ridley recovers, tries to get it to 16. Landon Van Horn unable to get there. Now Landon and Sean Schubert going at it behind the net for a battle. Landon comes out with it on top. Centering past the 71, unable to get there though. Now 24, Joey McGee tries to look for Von Krieger over the middle, unable to. Now McKenzie tries to make a play, unable to get there, but it is off the stick of Ridley to St. John, who then gives it up to Ridley again, 16. 16 now racing up the top right corner. Shot wide off the stick of the goalie. Now recovered in as the puck was hit all the way down by Krieger, and now Ridley just looking to get a good play going here as they bring it up center ice. Slap shot, roaring slap shot from center ice, top of the blue line. It is a great save by Jason Paluski, who's just able to jump on it. 2:33 left here to go in the second period. Arguably the best line for Egan Ryan out there now, centered by Tyler Sheeran. Now the puck goes all the way down. Logan racing with it, trying to get there from 18, but 18 from Ridley recovers, makes a good move. Now it's going up the left side of the boards, tries the centering pass, but is picked off by Logan Parate, who goes behind the net and tries to get a little backhand, but is saved by Ellis Moose of Ridley. Face off won and recovered by Logan Parate, who makes a good move, tries to get to Sheeran. Sheeran just tries to keep it into the zone, does, then it bounces out. Now recovered by 78, it makes another good move, takes it wide on the right side. Backhand pass over the middle, intercepted by Logan. Logan now to Connor Bryson, who backhand passes it to Tyler Sheeran. Tyler with a shot on net off the chest of Ellis. Back to Logan. Logan whiffs on the shot. Logan with the backhand on his own recovery. Unable to get there. Now Connor Bryson tries to go to the top of the blue line, and he's unable to. He just keeps it and takes a low shot on net with a rebound. Nobody there to collect it. And now Ridley playing with it behind their own net, tries to get it out, but Martinez is there. Martinez just decides to dump it back in, but now there's a corner battle, and Martinez is unable to keep it in, but he still has control of the puck. He just decides to take it back in himself. Martinez on the right side with a backhand shot, which goes wide. Now he's battling with it behind the net. Ridley 17 and 44. Martinez going at it. 17 wins the battle, tries to get it to the winger of Ridley, who's unable to clear it, and it ends up back in the hands of Ridley after a bad bounce. Ridley gives it back to 78 and makes another good move with a slap shot. Blocker save by 33 of Egan Ryan. 77, Gavin Miller off the boards trying to find Logan, unable to, but he gets it back to Tyler, who then gives it up to Bryson. Bryson tries to get a little backhand sauce pass to Logan, unable to get there. Now 16 with a good move on the right side, 2-on-1. Backhand to 71, 71 with a backhand save. Tries to get it back into the front of the net for a rebound, but nobody was there. Now 16 gets it to somebody in front of the net who takes a shot, but is a whiff shot. Connor Bryson now sends it all the way up to Logan. What a good pass, but Logan just barely unable to handle it. It was slightly out of his reach. Logan still has control of the puck now and goes over back to Bryson. Bryson in the corner now with a backhand pass in front of the net, and that is the period.
All right, end of the period again, heading into the third. Scores still 2-1, and I can't lie with you guys. I'm not exactly proud of what I'm seeing out of Egan Ryan here today. Only 2-1 against this Ridley team. I feel like it should be a lot more. I think Egan should be putting a lot more on net. And I mean, it's clear they do have more possession, but I feel like their capability to finish these opportunities is just not doing it for me.
The only thing I'm proud of tonight is goalie for Ridley. Ellis Moose is putting on a show out here. He's stopping every shot Ian Ryan gives him, and it could be on net, it could be low, it could be high. He's finding a way to stop it.
I can even say both goalies were playing great. A lot of shots taken, a lot of saves. I'm also really impressed by how this Ridley team's doing. They're not winning, but they're holding their own with the team too. I think there's still a lot of time left to change.
And bro, well, Team Evan.
Face off recovered by Sean Schubert now, who passes it over to Krieger, who tries to make it, or Pierce, who tries to make a good move, who's unable to recover the puck, and now Sean Schubert takes it back to Gavin Miller, who gives the puck up to Ridley. Ridley 20 makes a good move, passes it to 16, who's been a pretty prime factor tonight, considering his size. Gavin Miller just decides to get the puck out, but it's off the stick of Ridley, so it won't be an ice. Takes it behind his own net now. Looking for a pass, just decides to get it off the boards, and that one's going to go all the way down. And that one, ref's hands in the air, and that will be an icing. Brand new period, so 16-17 left in the third period. Face off, won by Ridley, gives it back to, gives it up to 16 or Connor Bryson, and a Apache Chief scream from the stands. Not really sure what that was. That was pretty odd. Nonetheless, though, an offside called on Ridley ends up being in their zone. back to St. John. St. John gets it to Bryson. Bryson in the corner battle loses the corner battle, gets it back up to St. John, was unable to keep it in the zone. A bad pass, bad bank pass. Now is in Ridley hands, but a good bounce ends up getting back into Tyler Sheeran hands, who makes a good middle or a good move to go over the middle. Takes a shot on net. Gloves saved by Ellis Moose. 15:37 left to go.
Pretty slow start to this third period. I think if this goes on, Egan will come home with the win, but I think Ridley needs to turn up the pressure, turn up the boost, and get going and get some more shots on net.
All right, face off in the Ridley zone, recovered by number 16. 16 tries to go over the middle, makes a backhand pass to 11, attempt to 11, goes wide. Gavin Miller sends him flying in the corner. Now dancing behind the net at 78, who tries to stuff it, unable to. Shot by 18, way wide of the net. Gavin Miller now with a backhand pass behind the net, trying to get it to his D partner, who's nowhere to be found. Now Ridley battling in the corner with it, and it is tossed out by St. John. Now recovered by Tyler, who has to wait for Connor Bryson to get out of the zone. Just decides to put it in instead of waiting for him. Now Ridley, 44, recovers in his own zone, goes the opposite way, finds a winger on the right side, 11, who tries to get it to his center, unable to because it's recovered by Lawson. Lawson gives it to Connor Bryson now. Connor toe drag shot wide left, recovered by Ridley at 11, who gives it up to 16 in the middle, unable to get a stick on it. Now St. John just gives it back up to Sheridan. Sheridan unable to make a good play. Sheridan or Connor Bryson gets it back to Tyler Sheeran. Shot on net, saved by Ellis Moose again. Now it is brought back out after the rebound. Tries to kick it with a skate, but he's unable to get there. As St. John finally gets the puck back on his stick. D pass to Gavin Miller. Gavin, the puck's jumping around him. Finally gets it to settle down. Backhand passes it over the red line. But Ridley recovers, number 18. Ridley recovers, shoot wide, and falls over after the shot. Now St. John gives it back to Ridley with a slap shot that goes off the stick and floats high over the net. Pass given up in front of the net, but it is recovered by Egan, who gives a good bounce pass to Connor Bryson. Enters the zone 2-on-2. Now Tyler Sheeran looking at the top of the circle, passes to St. John. St. John with the rebound, tries to get it down. Now Logan in front of the net, and it's a goal. A good wraparound pass around the defender from Connor Bryson, who finds Logan just waiting to put a backhand in front of an empty net.
Yeah, I mean, great goal there by Egan. I was expecting a goal. When you have three good passers right around the cage, it's really hard to execute there. And they did just that. They executed and took the 3-1 lead with 13 minutes to go.
Seemed to be a 3-on-2, including the goalie. And then there's nothing Ridley could really do there, as now is 13:36 left to go in the third period. 3-1 Egan Ryan. They were able to get the momentum back on their side, and now they have the puck again. Mackenzie with a pass just out of her reach. She gets it back, but they're going to call it offsides here. Now they have a face off at the right dot on the Ridley side. Face-off won by 17 of Ridley, who tries to get it to 78. 78 just tries to get it into the zone, but Krieger picks it back up. Krieger, dangerous D-to-D pass in front of the net. Unable to handle it is Danny. Danny now battling with the Ridley on the side in the corner now. The puck hasn't moved for a solid 15 seconds now. Ref's telling him to move it. Still hasn't moved, but he might blow the whistle soon. Nope, the puck is given out to 18. 18 slap shot off the skate of Martinez. And now Danny Schneider trying to make a good move. Danny tries to get it back to McKenzie. McKenzie now passes it after getting it to to Schneider. Schneider just dumps it. Ridley recovers in their own zone. McKenzie giving a good little forecheck now. She tries to hit him. Almost gets it off. Blake Martinez recovers it over the middle of the zone now. Getting held up. Gets hit now. Now Joey McGee trying to make a good play, but he is unable to, and recovered by Ridley. Ridley 18 moving up his speed, goes over center. Shot way wide because it was off the stick, off the glass. barely stays in. Schneider tries to just get it out. He does, but it's on the stick of another Ridley player. And Ridley gets it back, 17 to 18 now. 18 looking. 18 tries to go over the middle, intercepted by Schubert. Schubert now just decides to backhand it in and chase it. 17 and Schubert going at it now behind the net. 17 tries to get it up the boards, but Gavin Miller is there, or Gavin Barnes is there, excuse me. Pierce goes back to Barnes. Barnes is not there. Barnes tries to lay a body. 17 gets it up to 16 for Ridley. Schubert with a good hand stop, unable to get a good shot on net there. It just goes wide. He just gives it to Gavin Barnes. Gavin Barnes looks in front of the net now, backhands it, and that one almost goes in, just goes over the net. Schubert just gives it back to Pierce, who's behind, centering pass to Sheridan. He was unable to get a good stick on it. Sean Schubert over the middle, slap shot off the skate, goes out of the zone now to Joey. And Joey gives it up to 18. Ridley tries to make a good move. Backhand and pass and centered. And now there's a battle in front of the net, but it's given up to 16. 16 with a perfect opportunity, but somebody was in front of the net and was able to get an elbow on it. That one looked like it hurt. Now 11 just tries to keep it into the zone, which he does. Is unable to this time, though, as Gavin Barnes is on him quickly. The puck is recovered by 16 again. Now he gasses to 71. 71 of Ridley. Takes a shot wide and a good save as Jason Paluski was able to just hop on it with 10:37 left to go in the third period.
Yeah, I think the future for this game is going to be Jason Pulaski in net here for the Eagles. I mean, you could see the Ridley's getting shots off, but that was a 4v1, four defenders back there for Egan, one attackman there for Ridley, and they're just not getting quality shots. If the goalie can make these easy saves, Egan should come home with the win tonight. Yeah, textbook goal there by Tyler Shern. Just Egan got a good opportunity on the fast break, and he just snuck it into left post for the goal.
4-1 now, 4-1 now. Egan Ryan is there trying to make it 5-1 here with a good play, but it's broken up by 80. 80 of Ridley just decides to push it up the ice. No icing is called. Gavin Miller now goes racing behind the net, makes a good stop move, looks at his options, just decides to get it to the winger. Winger now just decides to get it up, tries to find Tyler Sheeran, unable to on the stick of Ridley now. Ridley 44 makes a good move. He tries to get it to 2. 2 gets it to 78. 78 dumps it. Recovered in his own zone. St. John now gets it up the boards to Logan. Logan tries to make a good move. Unable to. Now battling with number 2 on the boards. Ridley gets away with it. They centering pass to 78, but it is nowhere near him. 44 just tries to keep it in deep, unable to. Now a pass to Logan, who goes up the right side. It's a 2-on-1 with Logan and Tyler, and Tyler goes offside. It was an easy 2-on-1, and Tyler was not paying attention, and he ends up getting offsides here, and with 9:23 left to go in the third period. Face-off won by Egan, who takes it into their own zone, tries to get a play developing with Von Krieger, who just puts it on net from the blue-red line, but unable to get there is anybody else. And now 16 gets to 71 going the other way. 71 with a slap shot off the post and goes wide, though. They end up recovering it out of their own zone. 44, Ridley just decides to try and get it in deep before it's cut off by Martinez. Martinez gets it back to McGee. McGee now just gets it deep. Nobody really chasing after the puck here, so Ridley recovers. but a good bounce almost ends up on the stick of Krieger. Now 44, looking to dance behind his own net, behind the back pass to 71 of Ridley. 71 now, taking the puck up past the red line, trying to split the middle. Just takes a huge slap shot again from the top of the blue line. A good save again. Puck ends up ringing around the boards and out of the Egan zone. Recovered by McGee. McGee just dumps it in again not before being called off sides, with 8:12 remaining in the third period.
Yeah, smart playing here by Ridley. They realize that their attacker realizes they're not getting past those three defenders, and they just take a slap shot at the blue line. Good chances and good opportunities, but kind of explains why they don't have many goals on the season.
Face-off won by Egan Ryan, now in the Ridley zone, but barely. And now there's a huge scramble for the puck. Not really much movement going on. Puck bounces out. Pass to Pierce. Pierce gets it to Garnes in front of the net goal. A good backhand pass from Pierce to Barnes, and Barnes is able to shove it in the net for a 5-1 lead now, as this game has slowly gotten away from Ridley, as now it is 5-1.
Yeah, you can see Ridley's hope slowly dying down here. They're not really trying. Neither is Egan, but they're just racking up the goals. Goalie's really Swiss cheese in there, and he's tired. He's tired. He's has taken many shots tonight, and I think it's going to be a good win for Egan here, but you never know. 7 minutes left to go.
Face off won by Egan Ryan now. Good pass to Gavin Barnes, who enters the zone now. Gavin Barnes makes a good move. Check, though. And he's unable to get that final finishing touch, and the puck just floats into Ellis's glove, and he covers it. With 7:39 left to go in the third period. Face off now coming up in the Ridley zone on the left side. One back to Martinez. Martinez with a shot. A good glove save by Ellis. Battling with it is Lawson now. Martinez gets it back to Lawson. Lawson trying to make a good play with Gavin Miller to behind for support. Gavin with a shot on net low off the stick of Moose, and he just decides to cover it. Another shot on goal.
Good that Egan's finally getting back in the groove, taking more shots, and finally putting some in the back of the net. You know, earlier on in the game, it didn't really look like it was going to get any better than 2-1, but it is looking better for the Egan Ryan team.
Face off won by Ridley now. He gets it back up to Gavin Miller. Gavin Miller with a shot on net. Rebound, trying to get there is Bryson, unable to. With a bad bounce off the Ridley skate, which gave the puck to Egan now, and it's behind the Ridley net. Connor now gives it to Logan. Logan looking to make a move at the top of the circle. Logan going behind the net, looking for somebody. Still has the pucks. Logan just decides to cycle it back to Connor Bryson. Connor just trying to lay a hit on 18. Logan back with the puck. Gets hit, though. Blake Martinez able to keep it in. Gives it back into the corner to Connor Bryson. Bryson looking for a centering pass. Blocked by 18 of Ridley. Now he still has the puck. High off the glass. A good grab by Martinez to keep it in. Grab that one in the air off the glass, but unfortunately, after enough time, is brought back out. But brought back in by Logan. Shot on net, goal. A beautiful shot on net from Logan over the center of the ice, and that one just goes in. Beautiful shot. Face off now, won by Egan Ryan. Yo. Ridley recovers it in their own zone now. 18 behind the net, dangles around McKenzie. McKenzie tries to make a good forecheck play. 18 still going up the side of the boards now. 18, good move. Caught up in the skates of McGee. McGee now to the other Joey McGee. And In the zone is Krieger now. Krieger looking for a centering pass, unable to get there. McKenzie with a goal! McKenzie with a shot and goal!
Goal!
McKenzie gets the rebound from Krieger's shot and is able to just stuff it in. And now it is 7-1 if I'm not mistaken.
What a beautiful textbook goal there for Cowley Eagles. Didn't think the lead 7-1.
He can pick it up here at the end of the third period.
I agree.
Face off recovered by Schubert. Now to McKenzie, who just scored that last one, who just decides to put it deep before it was recovered by Ridley. Ridley with 17 with a backhand, unable to get there as McKenzie puts it in again. Ridley 44 recovers it, just tries to go off the boards to 11. 11 unable to get there. McKenzie now just decides to try to hold it, but she's unable to now. Krieger going back at it. Krieger unable to get there. 44 going wide. 44 and Ridley going wide now. Still going wide, just decides to cut back and take a look at this top of the zone. Nobody's there. So he gets it out of the zone to 17 and puts it back in. Almost an offside call. But 71 was able to jump over the puck that was coming at him. Doesn't matter though, recovered by Egan still. And Egan now gives the puck up to 16 of Ridley. 16 with a shot. It goes wide. Ends up in the other corner now. 44. Ridley takes a nice little slap shot with a rebound from 16, who's unable to put it close. Now a pass to Gavin Barnes, going the other way. Gavin Barnes coming up. Shot on net, Gavin. Blocked by a stick in the lane. Lawson now behind the net. Nobody's pressuring him. Still looking for an option. Just decides to shoot it, and it goes wide left. Gavin Barnes, or excuse me, Joey McGee now gets it to Lawson in the corner, gets it back to Barnes. Barnes now looking to make a play. Barnes cuts across, backhand pass, looking to Sheridan in front of the net off the skate. 71 puts it back up, and McGee was able to keep it in, not before. Oh, and a good play by Sean Schubert to keep that one in, and he takes a shot on net, but he kind of whiffs that one. Sean Schubert now, or Gavin Barnes, excuse me, tries to keep it in, unable to. 71, flat tire, slips and falls. Gavin Barnes able to recover, drop pass to Sheridan. Sheridan goes behind the net, cycles it. 18 of Ridley able to get a stick on it. High sticking called on 16 as he was tried to bat that one out of the air. Picks up the puck and just throws it at the ground. He's angry. 3 minutes 31 seconds left in the third period. It's 7-1.
Yeah, I'd be angry too if I was losing this bad, and I think my coach would be mad at me if I wasn't angry.
Thanks, Luke. Need that.
Face off in the Ridley zone now. Goes behind their own net. Recovered by 17. 20 now. Logan Parate recovers it. Looking for a pass in front of the net. Gets it stolen off his stick by 78. 78 now. Tripped up. Tries to get a call. Recovered by Danny Schneider. Just puts it back into the Ridley zone. Recovered by Logan now. Captain visibly mad. Trying to lay a hit on Parate. Unable to get there. Now 78 or number 2 with the puck. Excuse me, for Ridley. Tries to give it back to 78. 78 going up the right side. Just gets a good move to get around Martinez. Martinez, though, ultimately coming out with the puck on top. Gives it to Logan. Logan gives it over the center of the ice to Tyler. Tyler now, 2-on-1. Tyler with a shot off the post. Connor Bryson now recovers it, puts it to Tyler Sheard's stick. Tyler with a pass into the zone. Logan laughing as they're trying to slash him as they're visibly angry, and he's just laughing it off here with 2:27 left in the third period. And icing brings the puck all the way back down into the Ridley zone. Gavin Miller recovers the puck off the faceoff with a shot wide. Ridley now recovers the puck, tries to go over the center of the ice, and that's another icing. Ah. Come on, boys. We want to get out of here, not ice the puck. 2:15 left in the third period. Face off recovered back to Gavin, who tries to get it in, but a good hand block by 71, who tries to go over the center of the net. What's he going to do? Take another slap shot? Who knows? Recovered by Danny Schneider of Egan. Now, who gets it to McKenzie. McKenzie unable to do anything with the puck. Recovered by St. John. St. John to McKenzie. McKenzie now looking to do something. Krieger gets there. McKenzie now with another shot on net wide. Recovered by Joey McGee in the corner. Joey tries to get it back. Gets it back to McKenzie. McKenzie with a good move. Krieger wasn't ready for that pass. 17 now skated to try and get the puck out. Unable to. St. John just trying to keep it in. Still trying to keep it in. Is on this. Yeah, they do keep it in, and now there's fighting in front of the center of the net, pushing and shoving going on. I'm
What?
assuming they're gonna get 71 on this. I'm pretty sure he initiated the first punch, of I guess whatever you want to call it. It wasn't really a punch, but it's 7-1, so there's no need for that. You guys are losing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I definitely seen some tension between those two as they got near each other.
Yeah, a lot of tension out there on the ice.
Parents are visibly angry now, as there's no reason to be visibly angry, as it is 7-1. So just sit down and watch the game. All right, recovered by Matt Tierney, who gives a good pass to Lawson Pierce in front of the net, and save
Yeah,
by Ellis Moose.
yeah, you don't need to be that angry. You know, Egan just has a lot more goals than the other teams.
As the scoreboard does show that Egan does have more goals than the other team, as it is 7-1 now, with Egan winning the game.
Parents on both sides now calming down.
Still be a lot of chirping going on in the penalty box. Wish they were the same penalty box. You really see it.
Seems like they grab both players, McGee and the other one, I think was 71, with now less than a minute left to play, and Egan just with possession the entire time, and a good pass to Gavin Barnes over the middle, passes it to Lawson Pierce.
Oh.
He calls an offside with 46.8 seconds left.
Yeah, this dude's a pigeon.
Everybody knows that they want to go home. Parents are complaining that he is stopping the clock, relieving them of their duties to go home.
And ours.
Yeah, you gotta let the boys play there. You know, like that's just not a call you can have to call with this time. It's just keeping the boys out there on the ice, and I think everyone's ready to go home. with this
Especially
one.
with 45 seconds left on the clock. I don't think Ridley can come back at this point since they are down by 6 goals.
Ridley recovers the puck now, 16, within 78, 16 in stride on the right side, and he loses the puck, and now another offside call. The parents are not happy. Neither am I, because I want to go home.
There has been another whistle on the ice, which is stopping this game from us being able to go home.
The clock is
Face-off
visibly
recovered
stopped.
by... Face-off recovered by... Oh my god, another ice. 21 seconds. Parents are just not... Just letting the refs hear it now. As you can hear... They're not... Nobody's having a good time with 21 seconds left. Everybody wants to go home. Face-off recovered behind the net of Egan Ryan, who just tries to get it out. Now there's a big 16 really recovers the puck, dancing in front of the Egan Ryan net, unable to get a shot off. There's 7 seconds left, and that's going to be the game, folks. 3, 2, 1. Good night. 7-1 Egan Ryan
All right.
as they win the game.
All right. Good game. from Egan Ryan, you hear not the best as we thought, 7-1. We will see you next time. Goodbye. Good night.